Why medieval people drank beer instead of water? Fun fact, in medieval Europe, people drank beer more than water. And no, it wasn't just two-party like it's 1399. Water was literally trying to kill them. In the Middle Ages, most people got their drinking water from wells, which were often contaminated by sewage and animal waste. Well, see, the problem with water in the Middle Ages was that it wasn't clean. Water is, well, just water. Beer, on the other hand, could give you a little buzz, make your clothes smell nice, and it even helped clean your teeth. That's because the brewing process removed a significant portion of water from the grain, leaving behind a more concentrated source of carbohydrates. And because the beer was basically their water, everyone was drinking it all the time. They also created a special holiday called Lent, where people were encouraged to give up beer and other luxuries for 40 days. Of course, people didn't actually listen to the church, but hey, at least they tried. As a result, there were opium dens on basically every corner, and people were so drunk on beer that entire villages would sometimes black out for days. And while we now know that maybe drinking large quantities of beer isn't the best idea, at least they had good taste in beverages. And the yeast and bacteria that consumed those carbs during fermentation produced alcohol and carbon dioxide as a byproduct. Not only did this make the beer basically effervescent, it also gave it a slightly acidic quality that helped break down tartar and kill bacteria in the mouth. And back then, the only way to really ensure that your water was safe to drink was to boil it. But boiling water wasn't just time-consuming, it also used up precious firewood that could be better used for brewing beer. To be honest, it was pretty much a miracle that people didn't die of cholera or typhoid fever. So when they did, it was usually blamed on, you guessed it, beer. Now, I know what you're thinking. Beer is made from water. How could something made from water kill you? See, in a time before refrigeration, people would add things like spices and fruit to their beer to preserve it. But one of the more popular additives was opium. Yes, that same opium that's in, heroin. Back then, opium was thought to help prevent disease and even cure certain illnesses. But really, it just made people feel sleepy. While small amounts of alcohol can have some positive effects, too much of it isn't great for you. But hey, who's counting? But it wasn't just that beer was safer to drink than water. Beer was also better. I mean, think about it. Of course, there was one major downside to this beer-flavored breath mint. While beer was generally safe to drink, things got a little weird when people started adding things to it to make it taste better. And while a little opium might not seem like a big deal, it quickly became a very big problem when people started getting addicted to it. Eventually, the church got fed up with people's beer-induced stupor and banned the sale of beer on Sundays. So yeah, medieval people drank beer instead of water, because water was basically poison and beer was, well, not. So next time someone judges your 11 a.m. mimosa, just say you're honoring historical hydration practices. Cheers, Levius. Fact Me Today, where weird history goes down smooth, like a warm pint of plague prevention.